This is your MC, Linda Al-Faisal, host and founder of my podcast, Linda and Vision 2030, and Saudi Media Forum ambassador. Welcome to the official launch of Women Impact Leaders in the EU and the GCC, a new permanent platform for dialogue and collaboration between leaders across the European Union and the Gulf Cooperation Council. We are honored to host this launch here at the Federation of Saudi Chambers, and we are grateful to each one of you for joining us as we celebrate the beginning of Women Impact Leaders here in the GCC and as well in the EU platform. I am honored to be introducing the founding partners of Women Impact Leaders, Dr. Iwana Safi, the EU lead of Women Impact Leaders, and Mrs. Abir Al-Hashmi, the GCC lead. Over the past few months, they have worked closely with so many of you just to make this milestone possible. Dr. Iwana and Mrs. Abir, the stage is yours.
Good afternoon. We are so pleased and honored to be here and very glad to and very honored to be here and very glad that all the stakeholders that we were cooperating with are here. It's a very important moment that we are right now experiencing, and we would like to move further. We would like to ensure that the cooperation and building trust and working together hand by hand with our partners will move towards establishing a great path between European Union countries and GCC countries. We are considering why this platform, where we stand, and what we are going to bring as impact leaders, women impact leaders. So together with Abir, partner, Saudi partner, we moved forward to ensure that impact leaders in these regions are bringing important items to the agendas that were already defined. But of course, we will add the ones that are identified during the process that we are going through, the inaugural year, the process that consists of 4 milestones that we will be discussing after a while.
So as Dr. Ivana has mentioned, this is a great period of the growth that we witness in the growth of the relationships, the strength of the relationships in different areas between the GCC and the European Union. As you all know, the GCC countries have their national visions, that there are many synergies in different areas with the EU agendas. And a lot of these items have been discussed, from the economic diversification, sustainability, innovation, digital transformation, human capital, women leadership, and entrepreneurship, and a lot of items related to the international cooperation. So where is the gap? The EU-GCC relations have dedicated tracks for youth, parliamentation, business, but there's still not yet a collaborative track for women leaders. And when we talk about women leaders, of course, and you will always, when we talk about women, there is women empowerment in the different stages. But in the upper stage, women impact leaders, we don't have enough focus, collaborations in that part. And this is where the gap that we are filling.
So, what makes women impact leaders different? First of all, it's a platform initiative that is co-governed by two partners, one from the European Union, countries, Poland, and from the GCC countries, Saudi Arabia. We are focusing on the 5 pillars that are important for both regions. And this include the social impact and sustainable development, economic leadership and investment, well-being, health, sport, innovation, education, digital future, culture, heritage, and creative industry. So all the areas that we have a wonderful women that bring impact, that define their activities towards achieving the impact. What is very important as well, the cross-cutting item across all these pillars that we've just mentioned, it's a policy and the governance. But the most significant one is that we are working together with youth. Intentionally and very strategically, we did not define a specific group or committee for youth because we want to work with youth. We want the youth to work with us. We want to learn from them, and we would like them to learn from us. So they are across, and they will be supporting us in developing of this platform.
From dialogue to commitment, that's another differentiator. So there are some initiatives that focus on dialogue and discussion, but with not clear route that leads to commitment and impact. So the methodology we have designed, and also I would like to take this opportunity to thank the community that we use them as a sounding board and a thinking engine with us as we develop and share our different methodologies and thoughts. So the methodology is about creating a continuous journey, starting with dialogue, and this is what we're going to do today. Or actually, we started just before coming into this room. We had amazing discussions happening in the lobby of the Federation. So starting today with the Riyadh launch, then moving to Asir. I hope the flights continue to be as scheduled for more deep insights. So in Asir, we're planning to immerse the group in the culture and also experience the different pillars. If you remember, we had one of the pillars that was healthcare, well-being, and sports. So we're going to practice that and reflect. As a strategist, we love to do something and use reflection to move it forward or tweak. So in Asir, we'll have the insights. Then the outcomes of these workshops and activities, we will have the Asir Impact Brief. And that would define priorities. The Asir Impact Brief will also be presented in the 4th milestone in the journey of our founding year, which will be presented at Warsaw Summit in September, where we will move towards action. Finally, there is the Missouri retreat in September, where we will have more details about the commitment of these different working groups. So the dialogue to commitment is the kind of methodology we're looking at. And maybe some of you will ask, why are you doing retreats? Honestly, as someone that spent a lot of time in business, everyone thinks differently when you are outside in nature and combining with the activities you do with movement. So instead of doing the workshops in closed meeting rooms, we decided architecturally that retreat style is way more impactful when it comes to these types of discussions.
As Ms. Abir mentioned, we are going to move through the journey together with all impact leaders. And we are inclusive. We do not omit anybody. We are very warmly welcoming and benefiting from the incredible expertise of our counterparts, men. So youth, men, women, all together defining the path that is coming from one continent to Arab Peninsula. The strategic methodology that was mentioned previously will lead us to defining, validating the priorities that are directly aligned with the agendas of the EU and GCC. And afterwards, we would like to set a strategic framework ending up in Europe, in Warsaw, and moving forward to the specific milestones for 2027 and beyond. Everything together with the participatory approach, together with the leaders of today and together with the leaders of the future.
So we end with this, building trust, creating impact, because there's no business without trust. There's no relationship without trust. And with trust, we create impact. And finally, just wanted to end with our 2026 targets. In the governance model we created, we are starting the first founding year with 30 founding members, 15 from the EU and 15 from the GCs, and a total of 50 community members across the EU and GCC, inshallah, by 2026. Thank you.
And we are also very happy to already welcome our founding members. We are, of course, open to receive new membership, those that would like to create the platform together with us. Thank you very much. Thank you for everybody who came today. Thank you for the Federation, for Engineer Othman, for the support that has been extended to this platform to be launched today. And thank you for the European Union delegation for the support and trust in our movement and activities. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Iwona and Mrs. Abir, for those inspiring words. And now, we turn to our European Union partners. The European Union has long championed women's leadership and gender equality as core pillars of its international partnerships, making today's launch a natural extension of that shared commitment. So it is my pleasure to welcome Mr. Edvardas Alexandras, acting head of the European Union delegation to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Kingdom of Bahrain, and the Sultanate of Oman. He is speaking today on behalf of His Excellency, Mr. Christopher Noun, the Ambassador of the European Union to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The stage is yours.
Good Good afternoon. Good afternoon, colleagues. And yes, indeed, I would like to pass best regard from Ambassador Farno. Fortunately, he could not be here today because at this very moment he's presenting his credential to the King of Bahrain, so he was really passing his best regards. He wanted to be here, but I will deliver the remarks on his behalf. It's a really a great pleasure, and these initiatives comes at the time when both our regions, in terms of the Gulf and Europe, are witnessing growing recognition that inclusive leadership is not only societal objective, but also a driver of economic resilience, innovation, and sustainable growth. In this context, a platform like this, and this was described by Dr. Ivona and Abir as well, they bring together women leaders across regions and sectors and that can offer valuable opportunities for exchange, connection, and reflection. The emphasis here on impact, cross-regional cooperation, and multi-sector engagement reflects an understanding that today's challenges require perspectives that go way beyond traditional boundaries. The link between the European and Saudi women leaders is particularly relevant. In recent years, Saudi Arabia has made a notable progress in expanding opportunities for women across many sectors in line with the Vision 2030. Women are increasingly visible in leadership roles in business, public institutions, diplomacy, and creative economy. This creates meaningful points of connection with European counterparts, who are also shaping policy, driving innovation, and contributing more inclusive economies. From the European Union perspective, gender equality remains a core principle and long-standing policy priority. Experience across our member states shows that when women participate in leadership positions and decision-making, institutions become stronger and societal more balanced. At the same time, the themes addressed by this platform, as we just saw also at the slides, resonate with key global priorities. So first, on sustainability, there is shared awareness across Europe and Saudi Arabia of the need to balance growth with environment responsibility and long-term resilience. Women leaders are playing an important role in advancing this agenda, whether through policy, business, or community initiatives. On innovation and digital transformation, including artificial intelligence, both regions are investing in shaping future economies. Here too, inclusive leadership will be essential to ensure that technological progress remain aligned with human needs, ethical standards, and social stability. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, what stands out today is not only the ambition of the initiative, because it is quite new and unique in itself, but also the timing. Saudi Arabia's ongoing transformation is creating new spaces for dialogue, experimental, and partnership. Vision 2030 has positioned the kingdom as an increasing dynamic environment, one that attracts ideas and collaboration from across the world. From the EU, this evolving context offers important opportunities to deepen engagement with Saudi Arabia, including through exchanges that connect people, expertise, and practical experiences. We therefore welcome the initiatives that encourage dialogue, foster connection across regions and sectors. I will follow with interest how these platforms will develop. And of course, our ambassador and colleagues will be pleased to participate and get engaged with the platform. Good luck, one chance. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Edvardes. Just let me just go here so you can see my picture. Oh, it's lagging. All right. So, right now, it is my honor to introduce our host and supporting partner, the Federation of Saudi Chambers. Since its establishment, the Federation has played a leading role in strengthening dialogue between Saudi Arabia's private and public sectors. It has supported ministries in shaping policies that reflects the needs of the business community while fostering collaborations between Saudi, GCC, and the European businesses through more than 30 business councils. The Federation has also been a steadfast supporter of women's leadership across the kingdom, with Saudi women serving on many national committees that contributes to the goals of Saudi Vision 2030, and as well sustainable development. It is my pleasure right now to introduce Engineer Mr. Khalid Al-Uthman. He is the chairman of the National Committee of Sustainability and Green Economy at the Federation of the Saudi Chambers. The stage is yours.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. Do you believe she is only 14? Thank you, Linda. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to this Federation of Saudi Chambers. Do you hear me well? It is both a privilege and a pleasure to welcome you this evening at the launch of the initiative, and we're honored to host this important gathering, bringing together distinguished leaders, policymakers, business executives, entrepreneurs, and partners from across Saudi Arabia and the Gulf and Europe. Your presence reflects our shared commitment to advancing leadership, strengthening international leadership, strengthening international partnerships, and creating lasting economies and social impact. Saudi Arabia is going one of the most remarkable transformations in its history. Under the ambition Vision 2030, women have become key contributors to the kingdom's economic, social, and environmental development. Across business, government, entrepreneurship, innovation, finance, science, and sustainability, Saudi women continue to demonstrate exceptional leadership, capability, and determination. Actually, it's been widely said that men in Saudi Arabia now are calling for men's rights. Today, women's participation is not simply encouraged, it is rather recognized as an essential driver of national competitiveness, economic diversification, and long-term prosperity. This is precisely why Women Impact Leaders Initiative is so important. We view Women Impact Leaders Initiative as a natural strategic partner whose vision aligns closely with our own aspirations. We look forward to supporting this initiative, strengthening collaboration, and helping create new opportunities that connect ideas with action and ambition with impact. We also see tremendous value in deepening Gulf-European cooperation. The challenges and opportunities before us, whether in sustainability, innovation, and entrepreneurship, or even at investment, require international collaboration built on trust, shared expertise, and long-term partnership. Together, we can create ecosystems that generate lasting economies and social value for both of our regions. To all of our distinguished guests joining us today, thank you for being here. Your participation enriches this dialogue, and we hope your time in Saudi Arabia is both productive and memorable. Thank you so much, and welcome to the Federation of Saudi Chambers.
Thank you so much, Mr. Khalid. I will also go back to my picture, if you don't mind. Oh, yes. All right. So on behalf of the Women Impact Leaders here in the EU and the GCC, thank you for all of our speakers for these inspiring opening remarks. Together, they have set the tone for everything this platform represents, and they are shared leadership, shared purpose, and shared impact across the EU and the GCC. I would like to invite all of our speakers right here to the stage for a group photo, please. Perfect. I would like to join you guys. Can I?